test in 5 minutes. No questions about these, okay? North, south, east, and west. Bulletproof. The police were wearing bulletproof vests. Go west, young man. Yes, sir. Vest. We'll have a test. Please, take a rest. You look very tired. Take a rest. You'll be okay. Some of these words are the past tense. ED has to be added if you're talking of something that has already happened. It could be a minute ago, or it could be a week ago, or a year ago in the past. ED. Attest. Attest. Bless. Bless. Dress. Dress. Guest. Guest. Mess. 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 Yeah, it's the ED. Sometimes divided, or guest, dress, bless. The ED is normally low key. Sometimes you would have it a little stronger. Divided, ed. In this case, guest, dress, the little bit. Takes practice, because there are some words where it would be stronger. Divide, divided. Bless, blessed. Just a little bit. Attest. I can attest to that. To say something is true. If somebody says, comes in the room and said, oh, I was in an accident this morning, and that's why I'm late. And another student in the class who wasn't late says, I can attest to that. I saw the accident on my way to class. There was an accident, the bus broke down. I can attest to that. I can say that what he said is true. Is true. Can attest to that. Can you attest to that? That there was a bus accident this morning? Yes, teacher, I can attest to that. I saw it on my way to class. That's why he was late. Attest. To say that something is true, that you know it's true. Maybe you saw it, or something, but you know whatever someone else is saying is true. You have direct knowledge of what happened. I can attest to that statement. Bless.
God bless you.
Right? He is blessed. In other words, it's like a statement where he's very lucky. He's under God's protection. He's blessed. He's blessed with abilities to do things. He's blessed with a knowledge of history. He knows everything that happened, whatever, wherever. He's blessed, in a sense. Or he's very lucky. He was in an accident in the bus and he was not hurt. He was blessed. Very fortunate. Protected by God. Dressed. Dressed.
Praise place where we can change clothes.
Yeah, to be dressed is to have clothes on. Are you dressed? Are you dressed yet? I'm dressed. Dressed. Here's an expression, very common. Dressed to the nines. Wow, did you see the outfit she was wearing? Yeah, she's dressed to the nines. That means a very, very, very elaborate, beautiful dress. Dressed to the nines. I don't know why they use 9, but they do. And it's dressed to the nines. Means extremely attractive, beautiful dress or costume or whatever. She was dressed to the nines.
What did the 9 in this sentence mean?
Alex, when you use the word, she was, usually refer to a woman, you don't really hear of guys dressed to the nines. You refer to a woman who is in an elaborate, beautiful dress or gown. She was dressed to the nines. In other words, for example, a wedding reception. The bride and groom, the family, and one of the guests is noticeable because when she walked in, everybody thought, wow, look at that outfit, that's beautiful. She is dressed to the nines.
Teacher, not nice. Nice.
Not nice. Nines is nice. That's very nice. Well, that's okay. You know, no big deal. But to be dressed to the nines means whoa, wow, yikes, really, ooh. More than just nice. Dressed to the nines. What is guessed? You guessed. Doubt?
Down?
Doubt, a guess.
Yes.
Well, you could have a very good guess, a close guess, I guess. But it is to estimate the correct response. You don't know how many people attended the football game at the stadium yesterday. Well, you know, I'm not sure. I would guess maybe 20,000. Guess. I don't know for sure. I'm just guessing. I'm guessing. I don't know exactly, but I can give you a guess. I think, based on all my experience, that the crowd could be about 20,000. That's just a guess. I'm not sure, 100%. I'd have to see the attendance figures at the stadium. But I'm guessing, estimating maybe 20,000. To guess is to come up with the best solution that you can, even though you're not 100% certain that it's exactly right. I would guess that, I guess this, I guess that. It's an estimate or how much you think of, is the answer, even though you don't know specifically how many people are at the stadium, you guessed. I guessed there were about 20,000. Mess. Messy. Mess. Mess. Who messed up the room? I don't know. I don't know, teacher. I don't know what happened. Everything was neat and organized when I left, and now everything is thrown around. It's all messed up. A mess. In other words, whatever was neatly arranged now is all thrown all over. Messed up the bedroom by coming in, throwing the blankets and the pillows and this and that all around. Who messed up the room? Oh, I don't know. I wasn't here. I don't know who messed it up. We'll have to straighten everything back in order. We don't know who messed up the room. And of course, another word entirely different, mess. It is, when, if you were ever in the military,
Yes, sir.
you would go to the mess hall. The mess hall for your meal. Mess is the referral of the meals in the military. Where is he? He's in the mess hall, eating lunch. Time for mess. Mess time. Food time. Lunchtime. Mess. But normally it is to disarrange and make a mess, basically, of everything. Throwing things all over. It's a mess. The teacher came into the classroom and was shocked, amazed, and at a loss to understand why everything, the books, the paper, everything was on the floor or tossed around. Then she found out that several students had an argument and a fight and threw things at each other and made a mess of the whole room. A mess. They messed it up entirely. You made a mess of the whole thing. Some people in work, you can make a mess of things. Well, I tried to call the companies that we were dealing with, and I made notes and things like that, but I think I got it all wrong. Well, you made a mess of things. It's all over everywhere. Have to straighten everything out. We'll have to, you step aside, I'll take care of it, straighten everything out. Made a mess of it. Could be all types of paper and things thrown around, or it could be phone calls where you got it all wrong, what they were talking about. And the boss will say, oh, did you do this? Yes, sir, I did it. You made a mess of the whole thing. Oh, sorry. Any questions about these words?
แปลว่าทำยุ่งอยู่
Messed, guessed, dressed, blessed. He's blessed. He's lucky. Yeah, he's blessed. The car ran off the cliff, but he was able to fall out before it left the ground. He's blessed. Let me attest to this. It's true. Any questions?
Teacher,
Yeah.
guess is the same meaning with presume.
Presume, attest,
Guess.
attest, and
Guessing.
presume.
Guessing. Well, I mean, guessing.
Oh, guess. Yeah, that's in the same idea. I presume, what's the weather like tomorrow? Well, I guess that it'll probably rain. I think it's the rainy season. Well, given the fact that it's the rainy season, I presume that it's going to rain. It's my assumption. I presume. I think that it's going to rain. I'm guessing. From what I know about the weather in this place all year, this is the rainy season, I would guess that it will rain. Or I will presume that given all the information about the season, the time of year, etc., that it will rain tomorrow. I presume. I don't know 100% sure, but I presume probably. I guess it probably will. Yeah, there are many. You have one word, but there's probably 5 or 6 words that can also take the same place. Very close in the meaning. So it's not limited to that's it and no other way. Any other questions about? Yes, sir.
This dresses to the nines could be used with dresses or shirt or pants.
Well, it could be, to be dressed to the nines means that your entire garb, what you're wearing, it usually doesn't refer to men in suits. It's usually a woman wearing a very elaborate, beautiful dress or gown, G-O-W-N, gown, a wedding gown, a party gown. G-O-W-N. It can be a very elaborate dress. Gown. A gown. So to be dressed to the nines isn't just a pair of pants or a shirt. Or, no, it has to be a very elaborate gown or dress that immediately attracts attention. It's not like nobody's looking, no, whoa, whoa, wow, that's beautiful. She's dressed to the nines.
It's positive thinking, positive,
Positive?
positive, positive.
What do you mean, positive?
I mean, if I say something, if I say this to somebody, you are dressed to be nice, mean you're very beautiful,
Well, you have a very beautiful dress.
but it's not,
It doesn't necessarily mean that the person wearing the dress is beautiful. It means that the dress is very beautiful. Dressed to the
I mean,
nines.
the person, mean the dress.
The outfit, yeah, whatever the outfit is, the
It does
gown.
not mean that you have an overdressing.
No, dressed to the nines means that's perfect. Wow, look at that. Best dress I've ever seen. That type of thing. Any other questions about these words?
If somebody call you messy, it means you are very dirty.
Well, messy is not neat and clean.
Just
Miss
neat and-
Messy, everything in the room not neat, not clean, very messy. She doesn't have things very organized, very messy. Any other questions about these words? Gown, a wedding gown.
It's a long suit, such as the doctor, every doctor will dress a gown.
A gown, a doctor's gown, yeah. Well, yeah, they use that term, gown, for the doctor's long white thing. But normally, a gown is an elaborate dress, a wedding gown, something like that. A gown to wear at a wonderful big party, something like that. Yeah, and then the doctor's gown. Use that term as well.
เสื้อกาวที่หมอใส่ใช่ก็เพิ่งจะมารู้พี่ก็เปิดห้อง
I can attest to that fact. I can tell you that it is exactly true.
ยังไม่ได้บอกฉันเรียนออกเรียนภาษา
พวกนี้ยังเอาพูดจริงๆว่าคนฟังไม่รู้เรื่องเราเรียนสอนเราพูดจริงคล้ายๆกัน
ดูซ้ายดูขวาก็ฟังมาสนุกเลย
Okay, here we go. Pressed, pressed,
Press.
pressed. Stressed, stressed. Attempt, attempt. Try, try. Prevent, prevent, prevent. What is try?
To do something,
Oh, that's right.
is again and again, do something and correct the wrong situation, and now try to make the new one.
Try. Try is try. Try is try. Well, to try is to make an effort. To make an effort to do something. Would you like to drive this car? Well, I haven't driven that type of car before, but I'll give it a try. I'll do it to see if I can do it. I'll give it a try. To try, I will try to climb the mountain. Marching up, and I get halfway there. Well, I can't make it anymore. I can't go. I still have a half mile to go to the top. I tried, but I couldn't make it back down. Try to make an effort to do something. Try this, try that. Would you like to try this jacket on? Try it on. See what it looks like. If you don't like it, take it off and try on another jacket. There's many, many ways that try can be used. I try to help everybody I can. I try to help. I make an effort to try to help everybody that I can. Try, attempt. Attempt.
Same meaning.
Yeah, the same idea. I will attempt to climb the mountain. I will try to climb the mountain. What happened? Oh, he made an attempt, but he got tired halfway and came back. His attempt failed. He didn't make it. He tried. He made an attempt, effort to do it, but didn't work. Same idea, attempt or try. Prevent. Prevent.
Protect.
Protect,
or
little bit protect, but stronger than protect. Protect. Prevent is to block or stop something from happening. He prevented the student from opening the door, held it closed, wouldn't let them in. Prevent, to stop. To prevent crime is the police go out and try to explain to people and educate people so that they don't commit crimes. They're trying to prevent crimes from happening, to stop them from happening. Prevention, the act of trying to prevent something. Fire prevention. What is your specialty? My specialty is fire prevention. I go around, I give lectures, I talk to people of how to avoid getting in situations that cause fires to break out. Fire prevention is my specialty. Don't do this, don't do that. Don't keep things, leave on the oven while you're out of the room. Do, things like that. Fire prevention. Stopping fires from happening. Prevent, stop. He prevented the students from leaving the room. He stood in front of the door and blocked it and prevented the students from leaving. Prevent, try, attempt, press. 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 Press.
Squeeze.
To press is to push against something. He pressed against the table. He pressed against the table. You can press a pair of pants. Press, pair of pants, iron. What are you doing? I'm pressing my pants. Press, press, press. You're not really pressing too hard because you'll burn them, but you're pressing so that everything is smooth. Pressed. I was pressed for time. Pressed for time. I had to be someplace and in an hour, and yet people were trying to, please do this and please do that. And please. I said, I'm sorry, I'm pressed for time. I've got to go to the airport. My plane's leaving in an hour. Well, can't you help me with this? No, I can't help you with this. I've got to go. I'm pressed for time. I'm up against the time. I got to go. These are all ways to use these words. Pressed for time. Pressed for this. press the pants. Stressed.
Not relaxed. Not relaxed.
Right, very good. Not relaxed.
Relaxed.
That's one way to say it. Very stressed. I'm very stressed out. Well, why are you stressed out? Oh, I'm studying English. I'm studying English.
So
There's
straight.
so many words I gotta remember. The pronunciation, the words, the meaning, the yikes. I'm so stressed. I can't take it anymore. I'm stressed out. Stressed out. You know.
Like today.
Right, like today, stressed out. Oh, you can be stressed out in many ways. Too much of this or too much of that. I'm overworked. They have me working from 7 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night, 5 days a week. I'm stressed out. I can't take it anymore. I've got to see the boss and tell him to cut back on my hours. I'm too stressed out. Stressed, pressed for time. I've got to leave. I'm pressed for time. Very short time. I gotta go. Press, push.
So straight out and straight down is the same meaning.
The what?
Straight out, and straight down.
Stressed down and stressed out.
It's a
Stressed down, no, not exactly, no. Stressed out is, the person is stressed out. It's mentally overworked, mentally exhausted. I'm stressed out. I can't study English anymore. There are too many words. There are too many pronunciations.
Yes.
I leave the S off. I don't say TH. I say, no, I'm stressed out. It's just too much. Stressed out. Whoa. I'm pressed for time. Short, pressed, boom, boom, boom. Pressing me. Stop pressing me. I'll do it. Stop pressing me. I'll do it. So there's many ways these words come up in different sentences and stuff. Prevent, try, attempt, stressed, and pressed. Any questions about these words? We'll use a couple sentences with the minute, give you an idea. I hope no one's stressed out. Stressed out, pressed out, stressed out. Take a deep breath, count to 10.
meet the press or
Meet the press.
or
Well, when you drop off, I am pressed for time, and the press could be the news media, what they call the television, radio, news. He will have a press conference in 1 hour. The president will have a press conference in 1 hour. What does that mean? In 1 hour, 60 minutes, the president of the company or the country or whatever will meet with the press. Newspapers, television, radio, whatever. And they ask questions. Well, I think I'll do this and I think I'll do that. And that's known as the press. Even though it's television and radio, it all goes back to before television and radio when it was just newspapers, the press. They rolled off a printing press. So they're still called the press, even though it's television and radio and stuff like that. A press conference, meeting with the reporters to discuss whatever. Press. Any other questions? Oh, yeah.
He under the weather because he high blood pressure.
He is under the weather.
The weather because
He is under the weather. He has a bad cold. Under the weather, what does that mean? He is under the weather. Expression. He's sick. Basically, he's under the weather. Oh, how come he didn't come to work today? Oh, I understand. He's under the weather. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, he's got a bad cold. Oh, okay. Under the weather. Not well, for some reason.